Willie D Live.
What's up, family? LeBron James is not a friend of Memphis. No, fam, he does not like the city of Memphis at all. He was recently on a show called Bob Does Sports, where he went on a golf outing and he talked hoops. And man, he unloaded on the city of Memphis, where the Memphis Grizzlies play ball. He even urged the Memphis Grizzlies to move the team to Tennessee because Memphis is just so disgusting. Yeah, fam. What did LeBron say? Like, what did he actually say? LeBron said, I'm effing 41 years of age. You think I want to do this SHIT in Memphis on a random Thursday? I'm not the first guy in the NBA to talk about this. You guys got to move the team. Go over to Nashville already. And that set everything off. Some people even accuse LeBron of code switching. Yeah, they say he was talking in his white voice. Now, I got to call striking the ball a ball. You know, look, fam, I heard it. It did sound like he was kind of like, playing up to that, And here's the thing about that, fam. I might joke about my people as he was accused of, but he was accused of being anti-black. I've never thought of LeBron James as anti-black, and I know for a fact he's not anti-black. But people somehow connected the term anti-black to his comments when seemed like to me it was more anti-Memphis. And, as for me, I might talk about my people, but I ain't finna talk about my people in front of white people or no other type of people. I'm not finna he and ha with none of them about my people. Yeah, man, I don't play about my people at all. So, this is what LeBron is being accused of doing. I can hear the cosplaying a little with the white voice thing, well, not necessarily white, but, trying to cater to that type of, speech, right? But I didn't hear any anti-black sentiment. I heard anti-Memphis. Now, as he said, there are others in the NBA who have complained about the city of Memphis. In fact, what's that guy? Anthony Edwards. He called Memphis dirty. He said they got nasty hotel rooms. Now, if I had not been to Memphis, I would have no choice but to probably give those statements some credence, right? Because, why would he lie about that, right? This is why it's important, family, to travel. It's important to know things for yourself instead of just taking other people's word. It's kind of like watching a movie, right? Like, how many times have somebody gave a movie a horrible review? You checked the movie out and he was like, it wasn't that bad. Oh man, I liked the movie, So you got to kind of take this type of stuff with a grain of salt. I've been to Memphis many times. Last time I was there was about 3 years ago. I went to see my good friend, K.C. Amos, and his father, John Amos. And I had a ball. The hotel that I stayed in was immaculate. The word uncleanliness, dirty, nasty, never came to mind. It's beautiful. I obviously hadn't stayed at every hotel in Memphis, but I know at least that hotel I stayed in downtown Memphis was immaculate. Now, I'm assuming that they stay in the best hotels in Memphis because he's an NBA player and the NBA players, they stay in 5-star hotels. I know I was in a 5-star hotel, so I know that that's where they stay in 5-star hotels. So I don't know what hotel he's talking about, but I'll debunk that theory, that generalization. I'm going to debunk that right now and say that, not all of them are like that, right? And I don't even know if that was really a generalization, because he could be correct in using a generalization if he's just speaking in general. And I say, oh yeah, but this one is not like that. He said, yeah. But I was speaking in general, right? But his statement sounded more like absolute, right? In any event, Memphis, if all of these ball players are complaining about the city of Memphis and it's that bad, and the people in Memphis are that mad, then Memphis, y'all gotta prove them wrong. Simply prove them wrong, show up and show out. There's a lot of rich history in Memphis. There is a lot of money out there. So all y'all people out there who got the money, starting with the people who is over balancing the budget and who's in control of the budget, you politicians, why don't y'all start cleaning up the city and make the city more safer for people to want to visit the city? Make the city safer. Because when we turn on the news and every damn week we hear another rapper get killed, or somebody's getting robbed and got a gun to their head, Memphis is making a lot of news, and it's not by itself. Crime is rampant all over the United States. It's not just Memphis. But there is a problem there. And what I'm saying is to the people in Memphis, if you don't like it, do something about it. Like, clean the city up. The hotels. If y'all don't like what the athletes are saying about your hotels, clean up, renovate, make it safer, make it a place, make it a destination, make it a place that the ball players are happy to come to. Because I know when they touch down at H-Town, hey man, it's H-Town, baby. You know what I'm talking about? They can't wait to get to H-Town because, overall, H-Town is a clean city. And we got a hell of a nightlife, and we got some of the baddest women, boy, the women. Good Lord, the women. Yeah, man, can't touch us. Can't touch this, man. Can't touch it. So, and so we got, other stuff, great restaurants, museums, art galleries. There's a lot to offer here in the city, and you can live in the city, right in the city. You can find a nice place in the city, be close enough to the action, but far enough where you feel like you're not in the middle of all the action. A lot of choices, a lot of diversity, a lot of options, but give the players something to look forward to when they come to Memphis, and you won't have people talking down on your city like that, because it's going to have an effect. When people talk down on cities like that, it has a major effect on tourism. It has an effect on people moving into the city and setting up shop, building, growing their families, going to school, it has a major effect. So to the people of Memphis that celebrate Memphis, the people who are from Memphis, who love the city, don't just say you're proud of the city, show that you're proud of the city by giving people something to want to come to the city for. That's how you do that. What did LeBron say? You don't want to miss this. Let's go, boys. He pretty much was like moving on. Like, look, man, check this out. This is what we doing. We having a ball. I ain't really tripping on what y'all tripping on. The question is, do you think he went too far in his comments? Do you think that he went too far in telling the Memphis Grizzlies to move from Memphis to Nashville? People like to visit cities for a plethora of reasons, but the primary reasons are a combination of practical necessities and emotional desires. For example, you have economic opportunities through jobs, you have access to health care, and then there's always public safety. You dig? So Memphis, you know what it is? Work on your game. You'd be all right. It's for the record. I still love Memphis. You dig? No more talk.